Hey, do you think that choke slamming some old lady out of your way on a Black Friday sale is going to make your holidays any better? I'm here to tell you it's not. Listen up. Don't forget to subscribe. Alright everybody, American Ojisan here, and the holidays are coming up, and this is the fourth time I've started this video because I keep rambling on and I make it too long, so I'm going to make this short and sweet. This is my holiday advice video. Holiday advice, especially for you younger parents that have little kids. I'm going to give you some advice, and I want you to listen to it. And you do with it what you want, but this is my advice. You find out how much money you can spend for Christmas, and this money is where you don't put off any bills, you don't take out any credit cards. You figure out how much cash you can spend on Christmas that won't hurt you a bit. Don't lie to yourself, because this isn't worth it. Don't lie to yourself. Figure out exactly how much cash you can spend on Christmas. Whether it's $20, whether it's $2,000, whether it's $2. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You figure out how much cash you can pull that will not hurt you a bit financially. Okay? You take that cash and that cash only to the store with you. You take your debit cards, you take your credit cards, you take your checkbook, you take any other form of payment, and you leave it at the house. Leave it right there on the counter at the house. Do not take that with you, because if you do, you will use it, and you know you will. Because I know I will. Alright? You take that cash down, and when you buy presents, in whatever limited funds you have, it doesn't matter. You buy the most meaningful thing that you can. Meaningful thing that you can buy. Not expensive. Not the most popular. That means the most meaningful thing to that person from you that you can get, that you can afford. If you can't afford anything, that's fine too. You have to quit worrying about that. If you can't afford anything, that doesn't make you a bad person. That doesn't make you a failure. If you can't afford anything, bake some cookies, write a card, give them a hug, but don't apologize for not being able to afford anything. There's nothing to apologize for. You're not a failure because you can't go out and spend money on gifts. That shouldn't matter. Because here's what happens is we go out and we put off house payments, we put off car payments, we go buy stuff on credit, we go run up a new credit card just for Christmas. I've done all of these things. I'm not preaching to anybody about anything that I haven't done myself. I've raised 3 kids, and thank goodness all of my kids have always been really grateful for everything that they get. I cannot remember one bratty moment during a Christmas, and my kids have always appreciated what I get them. If your kids don't appreciate what you're getting them for Christmas, if they don't think it's good enough, if they don't appreciate it, then take it back and don't give them anything. It's the reality. It's the lesson that you and they have to learn. The reason kids act the way they do today is because of that very reason. They don't appreciate anything. Alright? You got to learn to appreciate anything or nothing. You have to learn that this is the reality we live in. I'm doing the best I can for you, and this holiday is not about buying things. I'm not a religious guy, so I'm not going into the whole Christmas versus the holidays or whatever. I could care less. I don't try to push my values on you, so don't push them on me. I'll say whatever the hell I want. Just get together with your kids, enjoy your family, take that cash, and be done with it this week, before Black Friday or after Black Friday. Just be done with it in one shot. Just the cash that you can afford. Bring that stuff home, wrap it up, put it under the tree, and then quit worrying about it. You're done. You're done. If you didn't get as much as your neighbor does, who cares? Stop worrying about it. If you couldn't afford anything, that doesn't matter. That doesn't make you a bad person, so stop worrying about it. Your kids want you to be happy. You want your kids to be happy. The 15 minutes of joy that you get from your kids opening a whole bunch of expensive presents, it's almost like a drug high. It feels really good when their just minds are blown by the stuff that they get when they're opening their presents. But then it's over. And then you're left with a reality, and you start coming down and you start thinking about the money that you're behind on now, the money that you owe, the things you're going to have to catch up on. And then that reality sets in, and then you bring a lot of stress and undue anxiety into your house, and your kids feel it and they know it. They know when it's going on. They know when you're struggling because it bleeds out into everything else, and all that 15 minutes of happiness brought was a few months of misery, until tax time comes, and then we do the crap all over again. Now, if you've saved up a bunch of money and you're smarter than I ever was, and you saved up a bunch of cash and you go down and you have a big Christmas, there is nothing wrong with that either. If you're financially secure and you can spend a bunch of money on Christmas, then by all means. But if you can't, stop worrying about it. It doesn't make you a bad person. If you don't have one nickel to spend on Christmas, it's okay. It doesn't mean anything. Do what you can do and enjoy being around your family. That's what this is about. It's not about who can buy the most crap. So that's my advice to you. Don't get down on the holidays. Keep your chin up. There's nothing about buying things, purchasing items for gifts that make you successful or not. Have you seen the Subaru commercial? Subaru, it's made out of love or some shit like that. Basically, if you love your family and you don't want them to die in some horrible car wreck, you'll spend an extra 20 or 30 grand on the Subaru, right? You won't buy a Ford or Chevy, because if you did that, then you really just don't give a shit about your family. That's the same kind of marketing that's going on with Christmas and these holiday sales and stuff. Sales are great, and it's a great way for you to buy some things for your family. But make sure that they're meaningful, and make sure that your family, that especially your kids, make sure that they appreciate it, that they're grateful for it. If they're not, then don't get it for them. I know that sounds mean, but it's the truth. If they don't appreciate it, don't give it to them. Simple as that. And they'll start learning to appreciate more things. And maybe we'll break this cycle of just craziness, because Christmas has definitely spiraled out of control the last few years. How many people lose their minds or get trampled to death for our holiday season that was supposed to be the happiest time of the year? That's not what it's about. What it's about is just enjoying your family. So try to follow my plan if you can. If you think I'm full of crap, go do whatever you want to. It's fine with me. I'm not here to judge, because I've done the same thing and I completely understand. And if you do happen to find yourself on December 26th struggling, just remember this: that on your deathbed, nobody's going to remember your house payments. Nobody's going to remember your car payments. Nobody's going to remember what you bought them for Christmas in 1983. They're going to remember what kind of a person you were. So don't get down. Just get up. Take care of it and try to do better next year. As always, Ochi-san's got your back. If you need anything, reach out to me, please, because I've been down the road a few times. Reach out to me, let me know. Stop worrying about money. Till the next video, OG-san out.